When you think of energy drinks, there's one name that stands above the rest: Red Bull. But how did this kind of carbonated caffeine become a global phenomenon? The story of Red Bull is not just about energy, it's about innovation, vision, and a little bit of rebellion. Our journey begins in 1980s Thailand with a man named Chaleo Yuvidhya, a Thai entrepreneur. Chaleo wasn't looking to revolutionize the world of energy drinks just yet. Instead, he created a beverage called Krating Ding, meaning Red Bull in Thai. The drink was a local success, marketed primarily to blue-collar workers and truck drivers in need of a quick energy boost. But here's where things get interesting. Enter Dietrich Mateschitz, an Austrian marketing executive who would change everything. In 1982, Mateschitz was on a business trip to Thailand when he tried Krating Ding. He saw potential in the drink, but it needed a makeover for the global market. While Chaleo had the product, Mateschitz had the vision. The two struck a deal. Mateschitz would help rebrand and market the drink internationally. In return, they would share the profits equally. The transformation was not just cosmetic. The name was changed from Krating Ding to Red Bull to align with global branding and appeal. The drink was reformulated slightly to suit Western tastes, and the first can of Red Bull, as we know it today, was born in 1987. But it wasn't just the product that made Red Bull special, it was the marketing. Red Bull wasn't selling just a drink, they were selling a lifestyle. Their slogan, "Red Bull gives you wings," became synonymous with energy, freedom, and adventure. In the early years, their advertising campaigns featured athletes, extreme sports, and outrageous stunts that aligned perfectly with their brand identity. In 1992, Red Bull launched its first major event, Flugtag, a competition where people launched homemade flying machines off a pier. It wasn't just about promoting the drink, it was about creating an experience that would resonate with their target audience. Over the years, these stunts grew bolder, and so did their events, including the Red Bull Air Race, Red Bull Crashed Ice, and of course, their legendary Red Bull Stratos Jump in 2012, where Felix Baumgartner jumped from the edge of space. Felix Baumgartner's jump, sponsored by Red Bull, was a groundbreaking moment. In 2012, he broke the sound barrier after free-falling from over 128,000 feet. The event captured the attention of millions and solidified Red Bull's status as a brand that wasn't afraid to push boundaries, literally and figuratively. But while Red Bull's bold marketing strategies were propelling it to new heights, behind the scenes, Mateschitz and Yuvidhya were building something even more remarkable, a global empire. What started as a small venture in Thailand became a worldwide business, with Red Bull selling over 7 billion cans annually by the mid-2000s. In the early 2000s, Mateschitz and Chaleo began expanding Red Bull's footprint. They expanded to Europe, the United States, and beyond. Their entry into the American market wasn't easy. The energy drink market was still in its infancy, and competitors like Monster and Rockstar were starting to emerge. But Red Bull had something the others didn't: a cult-like following and a deep connection to youth culture. From sponsoring extreme sports to owning a Formula One team, Red Bull made its name synonymous with risk-taking and performance. In 2005, Red Bull entered the world of motorsports by purchasing the Jaguar racing team, renaming it Red Bull Racing. This move would catapult them to the top of the motorsport world, with Sebastian Vettel winning multiple world championships. Through a combination of fierce competition, strategic sponsorships, and an unwavering commitment to excellence, Red Bull Racing would become one of the most dominant teams in F1 history. While most companies would focus purely on marketing, Red Bull's approach was different. They built an entire culture around the brand, a culture where innovation wasn't just encouraged, it was expected. Their corporate offices, for example, looked nothing like traditional workplaces. They featured lounges, gyms, and creative spaces, reinforcing the idea that Red Bull was more than just an energy drink. It was an attitude. Red Bull didn't just sponsor athletes, they created them. The company has helped launch the careers of countless extreme athletes, from snowboarders like Shaun White to BMX riders like Travis Pastrana. They also built world-class training facilities like the Red Bull Athlete Performance Center to help their athletes push past their limits. By 2010, Red Bull had expanded to over 171 countries. With their sleek hands, their signature taste, and their cult following, Red Bull was more than a drink. It was a cultural phenomenon. Red Bull's reach extends far beyond energy drinks. The company has also ventured into media, creating Red Bull Media House, which produces documentaries, sports coverage, and music content. They even own a few record labels and are deeply involved in the world of electronic music. Through its media and content creation, Red Bull has carved out a unique position as a lifestyle brand, one that celebrates creativity, sport, and adventure. In a world full of brands trying to sell a product, Red Bull has done something unique. They've sold an experience. From the streets of Bangkok to the edge of space, Red Bull has shown us that sometimes the sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. Red Bull's journey is far from over. With each can opened, they continue to fuel new dreams, new possibilities, and new adventures. After all, as they say, Red Bull gives you wings.